got out of the military. Father was on dialysis, so I went and I got a job at a dialysis clinic, being a biomedical technician, fixing the machines, because I've always been pretty handy and can fix things. So from there, I moved back to Santa Rosa and was working at a dialysis clinic. And Ongaro Sons, I was actually their customer.
Really?
So I ran 3 clinics. There was a clinic in Petaluma and 2 in Santa Rosa. And Ongaro had our contract to come out because we had the package units on the roof. They also did all the plumbing. So I used to meet someone from Ongaro, like a plumber or an HVAC guy, for like 3-4 years before I ever even worked for Ongaro.
Yeah.
And then it was just one day, a gentleman by the name of Jim just came in one day and was like, hey, like, we're looking for vets, and, you know, we're looking for people that we can, like, give an iPad and say, hey, go run these 4 calls. We don't have to worry about you, not following protocol, because the great thing about military, it's structure. And man.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. I mean, I just ended up going in for an interview one day and being like, okay, you know, but this is my first job since the military. I'm probably not going to leave.
Yeah.
And I met the owners, and I walking in, and I was seeing plumbers and HVAC guys. I'm like, oh, I know you. And they're like, hey, you're going to come work for us? And I was like, no, probably not.
Yeah.
I had it already made up in my mind. I'm like, I'm probably not going to come. You know, I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then one of the owners, we were sitting down, and, you know, they said, oh, you know.
Which owner were you?
So there we had 4. So Dean, Mitch, Paul, and Ernie. And I was talking to Dean at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, it was Paul. And we were sitting there talking, and I was like, you know, we want you to come work for us. And I was like, well, you know, I have a baby on the way. It was my wife was like super pregnant. I was like,
let's make a big career change too. While I'm doing it, let's change it all up.
Right. Like, it's going to be kind of a leap of faith. I don't know. And Paul actually said something which I've, like, to this day, I've actually tell customers. Is he said, Anthony, so how long have you been using Ongaro? And I'm like, 3 years.
Yeah.
And 4. He goes, okay. And he goes, you know, have we ever let you down? And I'm like, no, actually, like, I would close my clinic like on a Sunday, and Ongaro doesn't work on Sunday, but for my clinic, they'd come out and they would do any work after hours on a Saturday night, Sunday night. Like, Ongaro always took care of me.
Right.
And I just ran, you know, a dialysis clinic. So I was like, all right. And he goes, all right. He goes, well, let me ask you this. How many people from Ongaro have you met? I'm like, probably like 10 or 15.
Yeah.
And just tell me the one time you ever met anyone, had anything bad about to say, the owners, the managers, the company, they're just having a bad day.
Yeah.
How many times you met someone from Ongaro that wasn't happy?
Yeah.
I thought about it. I'm like, man, in like 3-4 years, never.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, I was like, you know what? I'm like, that's a pretty good pitch.